Hey, underneath this jacket, I got the best Switch deals you're gonna find, all right? We got some good ones on First Party, on eShop, and Zelda for half price. You ain't gonna find anything better, so welcome one and all. It's Zach from SwitchForce, and we're here with the best and greatest Switch deals this week. What's going on, everybody? I love you a lot. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Let me know what you're gonna pick up in the comments down below. Here we go. Zelda, 50% off. This is the big one. All right, Age of Calamity is $29.99 over at Best Buy. Grab that deal while you can. Age of Calamity is a really nice title, and it's one that will help pass the time until Breath of the Wild 2. I know some people say that it doesn't perform that well when there's too much on screen, but if you can get past that, this is a very nice Zelda game and totally different than what you normally play. It's not a past game, it's not a port, it's a new game that came out just about 2 years ago, and $30 is such a nice deal. Snatch it while you can. And then also check out Zelda Skyward Sword HD, which also just dropped to $30 at Best Buy, but GameStop price matched it as well. And that makes a difference because GameStop is doing a buy two, get one free on their Switch stuff. And man, $30 Skyward Sword combined with another $30 game, getting another $30 game for free, that is chef's kiss. That's beautiful. That's Ratatouille. 5-star review. I love it. And I don't normally love GameStop, but this is a really good chance to grab Zelda and others and then get one for free. So check it out. All right, the GameStop thing is running through the weekend. Best Buy, no clue how long it'll last, but get on it quick if you want. And now we're gonna move to the eShop. Right off the bat, it's a good one. Graceful Explosion Machine is $1.99. The lowest price it's ever been until April 15th. All right, this is 85% off. One of my OG favorites. This is the same company that made Super Crush KO, and Graceful, it's graceful, but it's also chaotic, right? It's really fast arcade action trying to achieve a high score, and they have this cool thing where you loop from left to right. Like the screen is consistent. You go from right and pop out on the left. It's just really nifty. It's an arcade shooter, but trust me, it's much more addictive and enjoyable and engaging and rewarding than it sounds. I think this is like an instant must-buy pickup. And I'm also going to say Mr. Shifty at $374 is also a must-buy. Early era game that is resembling Hotline Miami, but with more of a linear structure, right? You're doing a bunch of cool moves, one-hit kills, trying to survive, stay alive, and take out everyone that comes your way. But there's a storyline and like a progression through levels. They're bigger levels, right? It's just part of that era, but this is one of the best ones. You know, you could call it an imitator, but I think Mr. Shifty also stands apart. I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend the lowest price ever for my Little Nightmares franchise. That puts Little Nightmares Complete Edition, LN1, for $5.99, and Little Nightmares 2 for $14.99. Now that's half off the normal $30 price for Little Nightmares 2, the lowest it's ever been. This sale runs till the 21st, and that's just a great game. Knowing that you can grab both for $20 is just an awesome package that will give you plenty of hours of fun, whole lot of moods, and it's just a creepy vibe for you to get into over the weekend. Like, it's just a great one to cuddle up, make some tea or coffee, and just get into it. Turn the lights off. It's not super horrific, but it's got just like a little bit of skin crawling action. I love these games. I think can't say enough good things about them. Let's go to some publisher sales, my friends. All right, we got Ollie World doing an Ollie World publisher sale. I guess this one runs from today until the 18th, and it's dropping Ollie World down 20%. That makes it $23.99, and this is a very content-rich skateboarding game, a side-scrolling skateboarding game, but it does have like the Tony Hawk addictive nature of trying to get the best runs, the best controls, and now with a colorful cast of characters, quests, and a really kind of just crazy world. Bandai Namco is also getting in on the publisher sales, and they've got all their stuff, all their anime, all their IP. That's why Little Nightmares is on sale, but they've also got Dragon Ball FighterZ, Digimon Story, you've got God Eater 3, Mr. Driller, Namco Museum, Naruto, and more. Check these out if you're looking to add in that vein. I love that these publisher sales happen so frequently on Switch. It's just really nice to see, and keeps games like Tales of Vesperia down to $10, which, man, that one is another great value. A lot of people can't say enough good things about Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's not something that I've dipped my toes too much into, but it's 50% off right now. Lowest price ever, $25, and that's a racer that is getting regular DLC. And they're adding a bunch of licensed DLC. I think there's a DC pack that's coming out either soon or already is out, and just interesting that you can get kind of like these really cool cars that are based on characters, but the characters aren't there. It's just much more of a racer than it is a power-upped mascot fest. And if that's your cup of tea, or you didn't like Chocobo GP, then this is a nice one to pick up. You can also grab GTA The Trilogy Definitive Edition for $40. That puts it at 33% off, chopping $20 off the normal $60 price. This is running till April 19th. This is a brand new sale, and that's a pretty darn new game. It had early problems, but they've patched them out, and you get 3 Grand Theft Autos. That's GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, and GTA Vice City, all for $40. It's a whole lot of game. You can also get a bunch of game in Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition down to $20.99. This is the lowest price ever, 60% off the normal $60 price point. And it's just building a park for the Jurassics, building a park for the dinos. If you're into that sort of sim stuff, you like SimCity back in the day, theme park builders, this one is for you, but on the dinosaur side. They're also dropping Parkosaurus later this month, so if you want something more cartoony, that's Parkosaurus in the eShop. You want something more realistic and tied to the property, that's Jurassic World Evolution. Speaking of dinos going crazy, what about zombies going crazy in World War Z? It's 38% off, down to $24.79. They recently added in the Horde mode and more DLC, and that's a pretty darn good package. All right, for under $25, the lowest price it's been, and it runs till April the 15th. This shooter controls well on Switch. It's a nice port. You can play it co-op, you can play it single player. It's better than I think it gets credit for. It's not like Left 4 Dead levels of awesome, but it's still a very nice shooter in a genre that is more and more represented on Switch, especially if we get Call of Duty soon. But right now, this is one of the better ones you can get. Speedrunners. It's one of my favorite games ever. No joke. $374 for this one, 75% off. Lowest price it's been. It's like a must buy. Pick it up and have a blast with your friends, your family, your significant other. It's not as much fun if you're playing online. I mean, if you know the people, it's good, but this is one where you're just trying to run through the levels. You can memorize them, you can get really good, really crafty, but it's all going to be about reactions and last-ditch efforts to take back first place. It's such a riot. It's one where you're just going to be yelling, screaming. You might gently set your controller down. It's just a really interesting, good time that I like a lot. I also like Superhot. $12.49, that's 50% off, lowest price it's been. Also a brand new sale that's running until April the 17th. This is a nice game, man. Another shooter, but done completely differently, right? This shooter is all about moving carefully and calculatedly so that you can achieve your goal of not getting touched. You got to take down the wireframes using swords, bullets, reflections, all sorts of things, and also a nifty story, and also more games that come beyond it if you do like this one. It's just a starting point for you, and it's like one of those indies that's just, man, you got to play it at least once. We also have Round Guard for $7.83. That's 61% off, lowest price ever, and this is Peggle, but with Quest. It's like roguelite Peggle. If you don't know Peggle, do you know Peggle now? It's the PopCap game with the unicorn and the ball dropping. That's all you need to know. This is a good implementation. For $7.83, it's a nice price, my friends. Far Changing Tides just came out, and it's already lowest price ever. 20% off, $15.99. And this is just a really inventive, evocative side scroller where you're swimming and sailing through the seas on a big old boat. You got to contend with water, you got to explore, you got to figure out what's going on in this empty world, and it has great music, great art, and it's a great little story for you to play through, and you'll definitely get your money's worth. Now that it has a discount, I'm surprised they're already putting it on sale. That tells me maybe it didn't sell as well, so if you want to support this one, now's your chance till April 19th. We've also got Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition for $29.99. That's 40% off the lowest price it's been. So this is basically Miitopia in the Disney universe. All right, so Miitopia is like a simplistic RPG with a lot of fun character interaction, and that's what Disney Magical World 2 Enhanced Edition is. All right, you get to make your characters and then play alongside Mickey and Elsa and Ariel and all sorts of Disney fan favorites, but there's dungeons as well as you're trying to help the residents of Castleton and win gems to build out and expand your castle, your cafe, and more. 6 Disney-themed worlds. Pretty darn nifty. If you have a Disney fan in your family, this could be a fun one. I'm not saying it's a great game, but it is a notable discount, and so I wanted to bring it up for variety. We also have Lonely Mountains Downhill, where you're going downhill on Lonely Mountains. This is a Thunderful joint. Love them as a publisher. $10.99, 45% off, lowest price, and it is a really interesting game. It's relaxing, you can high score chase, and it also just controls interestingly. Like, it's fun to just ride these bikes down the mountainside. I give the game a lot of praise for doing something different and being accomplished at doing so, and this is, basically half off, so another one that you could add if you're looking to shop on the eShop.
You've seen beneath the curtain now. You know the wares. I can't let you go until I give you
my best picks. All right, the Zelda games are great at 50% off. That feels fantastic. I love Mr. Shifty for $3.74. That's an early era game that does not get enough love. Okay, Speedrunners under $4 is also a fantastic price. Superhot is great at $12.50, but let me tell you about one more that I really love, which is going to be Graceful Explosion Machine for $1.99. That's one of my OG favorites. They went on to make Super Crush KO. Awesome combo-rific game with bright colors, fast combat, and just amazing control. So nab that for $2, nab Speedrunners, nab Superhot. You can get all this for like 15 bucks and then have plenty of money left over for Zelda. Let me know in the comments down below what you plan to pick up, any that you really recommend. Love to hear from you, and I know everybody else would love the picks as well in case you have some of these games but are missing others. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, SwitchForce out.